Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the week coming around. We made it about, well, part of the way through this week's roundup. So let's keep things going with Justice Society of America, number 12. This is the final issue of Jeff Johns' run on JSA, which has basically been going on for years. So the issue is told from a perspective of Stargirl, and it's basically kind of a clip show. She's in her narration, she discusses things such as the curveballs that life throws you, and how the people that in your life basically help you deal with them. But she talks about how her dad was how her dad left her mom, and eventually her stepdad, Pat Stripesy or Stripes, became basically her real dad. But it's also interspersed with various splash pages of representing various JSA adventures, including the Kingdom Come, which was actually one of the first JSA stories that I read. As well as some more recent adventures, including the rescue of the lost sidekicks, up to the fight with Eclipso. But the basic concept is that she's graduating from high school and she's giving the commencement. I think it doesn't say if she's the valedictorian or not, but it would assume that since she's giving a speech, she is the valedictorian. And the issue ends with her saying, "Bring on the curveballs." So Jeff Johns' run on JSA has been quite long. There have been more than a few reboots along the way of the DC in general, but overall it's been fun. And it got me into the JSA, so that's a plus. But anyways, on our also is a new JSA title debuting. I want to say this month, possibly next month. Maybe this one will likely be a little more punctual. But anyways, moving on to our next book, we've got DC Horror presents Creature Commandos, number 1. So, obviously, this is a horror-themed book based around the characters, the Creature Commandos, that are set to debut in an animated feature next year. Anyways, the issue opens 2 weeks from now, and two of the members are injured. Basically, they're on a mission, and well, one of them gets injured, And we then flash back to the present. As Dr. West and Mina are discussing various matters involving the regeneration of their team, and they're interrupted by General Eiling, who is now in charge. There's a there's a new field commander, Lieutenant Matthew Shreve, Special Ops Ranger, but he's recruiting. They've got some potential recruits. First off is Vincent Velcro, a vampire. And he's ambushed by the field team and talked into joining. Then in Detroit, they recruit a werewolf. And they're sent on a mission. Off the skeleton coast of Namibia. Dealing with, it would seem, an exercise against against Brainiac, who is in communication with General Eiling. And he's basically creating people with weapons to basically make unwitting terrorists. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting start. Definitely see how it plays out. But anyways, moving on to our last book for the moment, we've got Plastic Man No More, #2. I know I said we wouldn't be doing Where We Left Off this month, but Plastic Man No More is a special case. It's not part of the main DC continuity, so where we left off, Plastic Man's powers were degrading, and he was basically dying. The issue opens with some time ago with a league meeting and Plastic Man Metamorpho meeting. They don't really get along too well. But Plastic Man's trying to figure out his predicament, mainly solve his predicament so that his son won't affect his son, who has similar powers to Plastic Man, and he's possibly a nuclear weapon a nuclear explosion would do it. Anyways, the metal man known as Uranium has been kidnapped by Dr. No Face. So the kidnapping is going to be easy because he can play it off as a rescue. while discussing this with the metal men, they're on board, and well, Plastic Man is getting worse. He attempts to come. He's already called his son, but and apparently his son's been thinking, and his son calls his mom, and well, she has to. She doesn't really let him finish and tell her what's going on. So before she hangs up, petroleum chemist that Plastic Man was talking to, he's trying to convince her to basically set off the nuke and the hypothetical nuke, basically. And he explains that he's trying to do it for his son. She explains that she had a kid, and he was in an accident and injured very badly, and eventually they let her go. But they've got some place where they can do the explosion that's not or no one's gonna get hurt. So, and Dr. No Face and Uranium are playing cards, and Uranium is psychoanalyzing him. But the Plastic Man and the Middlemen show up, save the day, and the Middlemen basically all get killed. The magnet they've got, they basically took a large magnet, tried to use it to trap the Middlemen, but most of them aren't magnetic. And so, the Middlemen, with the exception of Uranium, fall into the molten steel works and are, well, killed. And that is where the issue ends. There's also an appearance by Robin talking to Plastic Man's son, wondering what's going on with him. But that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.